back to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and it is time for the last season recap for the 2016 season recaps and 2017 previews. And really quick, let me explain why. Okay, so during this beginning of this series, okay, I was on winter break from college. And I said, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to have time to do this. Let me go ahead and put out like 10 before I leave, and then I can do 20 when I go back. And already I know that, hey, I can't do that. I mean, it's been like a month since I've been back here at Vanderbilt, and I know that, hey, I can't do this, okay? I cannot finish all these teams. I just can't do it. I'm just way too busy. I'm going 16 credit hours this semester. I'm putting in like 10 to 12 hour days. Honestly, I really am. It's ridiculous. So, with that in mind, I can't do every team. And we're going to end here. So if you were looking forward to your team, I apologize, but life happens sometimes. So with that in mind, let me end with my favorite team, the Tennessee Titans. And this 2016 season campaign was definitely a good season for the Tennessee Titans, relative to expectations. I mean, you go 9-7. If you're the Denver Broncos, you're disappointed. If you're the Tennessee Titans, you're thrilled. Why? Because we all put our expectations on a certain team, and then how you do relative to those expectations is how we will look back retrospectively and say whether or not you had a good season or a bad season. So because we had lower expectations for the Tennessee Titans and they went 9-7, we like this season. For Broncos fans, we hate their season. It's funny how that works out. So, some key games from this 2016 NFL season for the Tennessee Titans. All of them were key to me because I watched every single one of them, and my heart was really suffering a little bit during this season, a little more than most lately, for God's sake, of course. So it was hard to pick certain key games, but this is what I came up with. So let's start with week 2. Okay, at Detroit against the Detroit Lions, and let me tell you, this game, if we don't win this game, first of all, we start out 0-4 probably to start the season. I mean, you could say that if we win this game, or if we lose this game, we'll be more motivated to come out in week 3 and win that game, or week 4 and win that game. But let's just say we lose this game, we start out 0-4, and again, we're going towards the Tennessee Titans of old. And by old, I mean 2014, 2015. But it's a huge win, it's a huge drive at the end of this game by Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans offense. A game-winning touchdown by Andre Johnson, one of the few contributions he had this season was in this game, and the Titans got the victory here, a huge victory, as they would later on develop into a playoff contender. From there, the next key game to me was actually not until very later into the season. Middle of the season we had some wins, had some losses, beat up on some bad teams like the Dolphins and the Browns at the time. The Dolphins were bad at the time. They were 1-4 at the time. The Browns we beat up on. The Jaguars we beat up on. Okay, great. We lost to some teams like the Texans and the Colts like we always do. The Raiders, which was unfortunate. The Chargers, which was unfortunate, but okay. The next key game to me was that Week 10 game against the Green Bay Packers where, man, we showed the potential that this football team has. I mean, I keep saying we like I'm on the team, but damn it, I'm a fan. We blew them out, 47-25. Get the hell out of here, Green Bay. Come in, get your ass kicked, and leave, right? That was the move. What a beautiful move by the Tennessee Titans in this game, and I mean, it was one hell of a game. Our offense was just so fantastic. Marcus Mariota was so fantastic, so on point, so key. It was wonderful. It was great. He was great. Everything was great. The defense wasn't great, actually. The defense, the secondary still sucked. But it was nice to just blow the hell out of Aaron Rodgers, who ended up winning a bunch of games after this game, I want to say. Or maybe the week after this game, but whatever. Still, I really like the fact that we blew the hell out of the Packers. The week after that, though, another key game. As we lose to the Indianapolis Colts, again, this time in Indianapolis. And if we could win this game, we make the playoffs to me. This game would have helped propel a nice run. I thought we were going to win this game at the time. We did not. And I thought we were going to lose the Packers game, and we did not. So this is where my predictions for the game-by-game Tennessee Titans predictions just went off the rails. But anyway, it was unfortunate. I didn't put up enough points, to be quite honest with you. The defense wasn't great again, but we should have put up more points in this football game. From there, another key win, okay, as we go to Kansas City and win Week 15. And this is where I jumped on that Tennessee Titans playoff bandwagon that I've been running for quite a while. And probably I shouldn't have, but I did, right? And probably deservedly so, honestly. Let me not be a revisionist. Because this game, after seeing them go to Kansas City, and to play an ugly football game and to come out on top, to see Marcus Mariota yet again lead a game-winning drive. Yeah, only a field goal, but still lead a game-winning drive to win this game was a beautiful thing. And after seeing that, you had to believe, I think, that this team was going to be headed for a playoff spot. But the week after that is the final key game, a disastrous game. Oh God, what a disastrous game! As they go to Jacksonville and do what they've been doing for years past and lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and not only lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but lose to the heavens above, okay? As Marcus Mariota breaks his leg. And if you've been wondering why I waited to make this video, why I was just going by the draft order, it was because, man, I still really don't want to talk about this. I mean, I'm still kind of sick to my stomach. I did not even want to talk about the Titans for like a month. I mean, and still, it hurts because, man, I mean, can we just get a damn break? We finally, my God, we finally have been given a quarterback. Not finally, we have one to Steve McNair. But we once again have a quarterback who is capable of leading this franchise to heights of which we have never seen. A talent that is up there with the elites in the NFL. Just in terms of pure talent, okay? There's nothing Marcus Mariota can't do that, well, okay, let me rephrase that. There's nothing Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady can do that Marcus Mariota can't to me. Except for Aaron Rodgers, he's able to do maybe some ridiculous 65-yard Hail Marys. But outside of that, Marcus Mariota has as much talent, just pure talent, as those guys to me. But whatever. So, he's taken away. He breaks his leg. Damn it. And the season is over. Okay, and then the week after that we go and we beat the Houston Texans, and I don't care. Again, I would have preferred to lose this game. Honestly, I really do. We would be picking now at 14th, and I guarantee you, from 14 to 18, someone's taking a wide receiver, okay? And you're going to say, damn, I wish we had that wide receiver, and I'm going to say, yeah, that's why we should have been picking at 14, okay? And I think that is what we lost in this game. We're talking about the Colts, who could take a wide receiver just because that's what they do, even when they don't need one, right? That's what they do. The Colts, the Ravens, the Redskins, and the Eagles. One of them's taking a wide receiver, dude. One of them, maybe even two. And I think I'm going to regret at least us winning this game, because I'm going to say, look at Corey Davis, look at Mike Williams, look at John Ross. We could have had them, okay? And that's going to hurt me, but whatever. So, there goes the 2016 season. Really, let's look at some individual performances really quickly, though, because my game-by-game analysis just took a while. Marcus Mariota played great. And again, he has the talent to be a top 5, top 3, top 2, top 1 quarterback in this league. He has the talent, and he has the acumen too. Will he develop to be there? I think he's going to be, maybe not the best, but I honestly think he's going to be top 10, definitely top 10, and I think top 5. I think top 5 in the future, Marcus Mariota. We'll see if he can get there. This injury will hurt. But man, I thought that before the draft, and go back and look, I thought he and Jameis would be there, and I still do. Now you're going to see some other guys in there as well, like Andrew Luck, like Russell Wilson and whatnot, but these guys are going to be around for a while. Great year from DeMarco Murray, okay, who came in and ran for over 1,200 yards. We loved the move at the time, or at least I did when we acquired him, and he did fantastic. Derrick Henry did well in relief. And guys, again, do not be revisionist when it comes to this Derrick Henry, DeMarco Murray running game this year, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, we should have ran the ball more with Derrick Henry this season. If we did, we would have been better. Nonsense. First of all, they both averaged basically the same amount of yards per carry, okay? 4.4 for Murray, 4.5 for Henry. Your backup running backs tend to have higher yards per carry as well. Consider that. Okay, there was a time where Jerick McKinnon had more yards per carry than Adrian Peterson. Then when Jerick McKinnon actually started, that boy can't even average 3.5. Okay, so Henry is not as good as Murray right now. That's just the damn truth. In the future, next year even, if you want to have a 50-50 split or you want to have an open competition, that's fine. Do not change history. DeMarco Murray started this year and did well. Good. We don't need to have this conversation about Henry versus Murray. Murray's better. Good. He started good. So, in the future, we'll see who develops there. But I'm seeing some people just pissing me off, honestly, saying, oh, we should have started Henry over Murray. That's ridiculous to me. We look at the wide receivers. Rashad Matthews came on late during the season, ended up having over 900 receiving yards. Okay, good. Tajae Sharpe, man, he ended up disappointing me because he started out so hot to me, especially in the preseason, especially in training camp, and he really faded late. He had troubles catching the football against press coverage. You know, reading articles in training camp, I heard this could be a problem. I didn't think much of it. I should have thought more of it. Okay, he's just not very good against press coverage, and more teams and cornerbacks figured that out, and I think he's a number 3. I don't think he's a number 2 in this league. So I'm now looking for wide receiver to come in here to be our number 1, for Rashad Matthews to be our number 2. I think he's going to be a good number 2, and then Tajae Sharpe, ideally, to be our number 3. And even then, yeah, he's fine there because it's still going to develop, right? It's not like this is the finished form or finished product for Tajae Sharpe. Outside of that, no one did anything. And when we look at my clowns of the year, I have 2, and they're wide receivers. Okay, Marc Mariani, however you want to pronounce it, and Andre Johnson. These guys stink. Okay, let's start with Mariani. I know we like him, okay, because he was here back in 2011, 2010. He was like Jeff Fisher's nephew or something ridiculous like that. The guy stinks. Bad! Do you remember one significant return, either kick or punt, that this man had this year? Just one of significance. It doesn't even have to be a touchdown. Just a return of significance. Like, let's say 35 yards. I mean, I don't remember one. Maybe there was one. Definitely not 2. I can guarantee that. I mean, we're talking about this guy being worse to me than Darius Reynaud and Trey McBride, definitely, and a bunch of other of the worst returners to me in Titans history. This guy stinks. And then Andre Johnson, yes, he caught the game-winning touchdown against Detroit. But what kind of punk? And I'm sorry, that's what he is. I'm calling him out. No one wants to call him out. I'll call him out. What kind of punk leaves a damn team in the middle of the damn season? This was a winning season, and this guy left the damn team. Wow. You can retire whenever you want to. I understand that, but I just think that's a punk move by Andre Johnson. I don't get it. I'll never get it. I'll never understand it. So, man, this video is going to take a while. We move on to the defense, or the offensive line. Jack Conklin played great. Okay, Lawan played great. Spain played well in relief. You think he could be a left guard for you in the future, although I would not tie my boat to that. Is that the expression? Something like that. I would not do it, right? Because he could stink again next year. We look at Ben Jones. Played well in center, in the center position. Good. Delaney Walker, not as great as he was in years past, but still very good. I mean, not years past, just 1 year past, as in last year. We look at, oh yeah, I forgot one wide receiver, Kendall Wright. He's gone. I mean, this guy's so gone. He tweeted or Instagram something ridiculous, basically saying goodbye. And I don't know why we keep having this every year. Can someone explain this to me? Why is it that every year, I'm so upset. I don't know why. Every damn year, we have a player that comes out and says bye. I mean, it's just every damn year. You look at Kendall Wright did it this year. Last year, I want to say it was Zach Brown. Yeah, it was. The year before that, I want to say it was Alteron Werner. The year before that, it was Jared Cook and then Kenny Brett. Or maybe I mixed those. But every single year, they tweet or they Instagram, bye, every year. Why does this happen every year? God, I'm already looking for next year to see who's going to do it. Because every single year, there's going to be a player that just tweets, bye, and then he's gone. Right? And this is not even before this is before free agency where they just say goodbye. I don't get it. I don't understand how our front office is working right now. Whatever. As it pertains to that. All right, defensively, real quick, because, man, this is going to take a while. We look at the cornerbacks. Jason McCourty. Some people have been saying he played bad this year. I don't get that type of talk. I think he played fine. I mean, he's not great anymore, but I still think he's fine. I think he's a good number 2 cornerback, and when we talk about potentially releasing this man, I don't get it. Why do we need to save money? We don't need to save money, and I think he can still be a good number 2 cornerback for you. If you want to draft a cornerback, fine, but it's nice to have a veteran next to that guy to me, so I don't get that type of talk. I thought he played fine. He just wasn't out there a lot. He's not staying healthy. That's That's the biggest problem to me. Bryce McCain and Valentino Blake, Parrish Cox, stink, and stinkiest, right? I mean, they're not good. You can look at Pro Football Focus and they'll tell you Bryce McCain did okay. I don't care. I use my eye test, and boy, were my eyes hurting when I was watching Bryce McCain. We look at the secondary beyond the cornerbacks, okay, the safeties. Now, Denoris Cersei, everyone's saying, okay, our strong safety position is good. I'm saying why. I didn't see Denoris Cersei this year. I didn't see him making plays. I didn't see him making an impact. If we want to improve upon strong safety, I say good. I mean, I say we can improve upon a strong safety this year. I think this is one of the needs and is going under the radar as it pertains to Titans fans and media. I don't think Denoris Cersei is very good, and I don't think Damian Stafford is very good. I want to improve upon the strong safety position. Look at the free safety position. Kevin Byard out of MTSU. A good rookie season, and he's going to continue to improve as he continues to learn what the offenses out there are doing. Look at the linebackers. Okay, so outside, Brian Orakpo played great. Derek Morgan played great for his standards. And look at the inside linebackers. So, Avery Williamson. I call him Average Williamson. And by the way, I get a lot of hate for this. I don't know why. Guys, do you know what average means? I mean, honestly, some people think that I mean that he's bad. He's not bad. He's average, right? Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Again, one run stuff on the entire season for an inside linebacker who really is a run support linebacker. I mean, that's what he's supposed to be. Doesn't make any sense to me. It will never make any sense to me. He's a guy that, hey, once you get to him, right, he's going to tackle you. But he's not going to recognize, okay, look at this gap here. Look at what the offensive line is doing. Look at this guard pulling here. If I can attack at this reference point, that I can go ahead and blitz the gap here. I can penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back behind the line of scrimmage. Look at this screen pass that's developing on the left side or the right side. Let me go ahead and attack that and tackle this running back behind the line of scrimmage. He doesn't do that. Okay, pre-snap, he's not great. Post-snap, he's not great in terms of recognition and in terms of, just recognition. And I think that's so key for a linebacker. His instincts aren't great. If you get to him, if you make it past the defensive line, okay, he's going to tackle you probably. But he's not great, and that's my problem with him. We can keep him, but as we talk about becoming a Super Bowl team, okay, we need better players than this, okay? We do. We need some great linebackers in here, at least one. Great inside linebacker that can diagnose plays and make big plays to me. A Bobby Wagner, a Luke Kuechly, a Navarro Bowman, a Patrick Williams, a Ray Lewis mold guy. That's what I would like ideally. Or even just, not even at that echelon, even Dante Hightower. You know, a guy who can recognize stuff and stop it before they even get your positive yardage to me. It's so important, so key. Sean Spence actually played well in relief, I would say. And also, I forgot some outside linebacker info. So, Kevin Dodd. Okay, he didn't play much, but when he did, I didn't see anything. I mean, I opened the film today to look for something. I didn't see nothing out of Kevin Dodd. Man, can we find a rotational pass rusher? I think we've been looking for this for 4 years. For 4 years, I would say. Maybe even more than that. When was the last time you had a rotational pass rusher that we liked other than Carl Klug? Okay, who's not even an outside guy. I don't know why we can't find this. Man, I don't understand it. So anyway, I sound so upset for a Titans fan, but there's so many things that I see with this team that I was like, man, if we could just fix that, man, we could have something good here. So, there goes the 2016 season. Now, 2017. Let me tell you something, okay? And I don't know why this statement is so outrageous and blasphemous to so many people whenever I say this, but let me tell you very clearly, the Tennessee Titans can make the Super Bowl in 2018. They can make Super Bowl 52. Now, I don't know why that's outrageous to say, because I think that of the 32 teams in the NFL, I think there's actually about 16 that could, right? I don't know why it's so outrageous to say, because look at that. Think about it. If I told you before the season the Falcons can make it or the Cowboys can make it, you would have told me I'm nuts. But the thing is, there is a level of uncertainty, okay, two extreme levels in terms of high and low potential for each NFL team. And I'm telling you right now, the Titans' potential, their potential is right here. Because they are on the same progression as the Oakland Raiders were when they really ascended to being one of the best teams in the NFL. And they're even on a faster progression because the Raiders went from 3-13 to 7-9 to this year 12-4. The Titans went from 3-13 to 9-7. They're better in year 2 than the Raiders were in year 2. They're on a faster progression. I don't know why this is ridiculous to say. But in order for them to become that 12-4, 13-3 team, it's time to make some damn moves in free agency. John Robinson, I'm talking to you. Spend some damn money. The Titans are scheduled to have $67 million in cap room this season. When you look at the future, why do you have cap room? It's because you either want to sign guys in free agency, okay, or you want to re-sign your own guys because you have a lot of guys coming up that are going to require money. There is not one player that I really give a damn about that we need to re-sign for the next 2 freaking years, and his name is Taylor Lewan, and all you have to do with him is just pick up the 5th-year option on his contract. There is not one 2017 free agent that I give a damn about. There is not one 2018 free agent that I give a damn about. You need, Avery Williamson is fine, but you need to spend money now. This is the opportune moment. First of all, this team doesn't have too much talent. Let's just be honest. I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. So we're not devoting a lot of money to 1 or 2 or 3 guys. We're just devoting okay money to like 10 guys. Like Brian Orakpo, Derek Morgan, and then some other players, Drell Casey. And then that's really it, dude. I mean, Jason McCourty too. And they're all getting paid like $8 million per year or less. It's time to spend some cash, dog. Look at all the free agents that the Giants brought in. Look how they improved. Look at how the free agents the Raiders got and they improved. Now, you have to sign the right guys. You can't be the Jaguars. You can't sign the wrong guys. You can't be the Eagles of 2012 signing Nnamdi Asomugha and a bunch of clowns. You got to sign the right guys. If you can do it, bring some veteran leadership into this franchise, man, I'm telling you, this team can make the Super Bowl next year. This team, I'll say it again, can make the Super Bowl next year. Next year they can make the Super Bowl. They can beat the Patriots if they make the right moves. So with that in mind, and by the way, I haven't even talked about Mike Mularkey yet, and that's this guy is bugging me because I understand he did well this year, okay. But it's just, man, he still wasn't the hire wasn't great. You hired this guy whose resume said, okay, I graduated from high school with a 3.2 GPA, a public high school. I worked as a warehouse associate for a number of years. I worked my way up to a supervisor. And I ended up getting fired, but okay. Then I worked at Burger King. I was a manager there, and then I got fired. And then now I'm signing you to be the manager of my local paper company. It doesn't make much sense. Now, he did well in year 1, but will those bad traits that I saw on the resume, will they show up now in year 2, year 3, year 4, etc.? So I'm going to keep looking out for that. So with that in mind, now let's talk about the 2017 off season in this video that will be longer than you've ever believed, but I'm sure Titans fans are eating this up right now. And one last thing, this is like a podcast, really. We look at the offense and defense MVP real quick. So offense MVP, Marcus Mariota. And defensive MVP, Brian Orakpo, who, again, great year for him. Over 10 sacks, made the Pro Bowl. Great year, great. So, 2017 offseason. So, team needs. Let's start there. Cornerback, we can all agree. Wide receiver, we can all agree. Nose tackle. And I thought Austin Johnson, who we took in the 2nd round, would develop to be a starting nose tackle for us. And I think he's been okay. Turn on the film, he's been all right. But I think we could still use a nose tackle there because I don't think they like him. And then strong safety. To me, again, Denoris Searcy is not great. I mean, I think you can improve there. And then I also put inside linebacker. If you want to take a great inside linebacker, pick one up in free agency or pick one up in the draft, I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. So, and also, you get some depth in some areas. So outside linebacker depth, probably even some more wide receiver depth because we're only 2 wide receivers deep right now. I mean, we only have Tajay and Rashad Matthews. Harry Douglas stinks. Oh my God, he stinks so bad. Ugh, I can smell it from here. So with that in mind, we got to add some wide receiver depth there, some outside linebacker depth. And even if we sign a cornerback, you know, we still need some depth. So a lot of depth for this football team that is needed. Yeah, one thing I also have to add. I mean, just have so much running in my head right now. Sorry if I'm a little unorganized, but this team, the thing that concerns about this team moving forward, this team, we were really healthy this year. I mean, I think we're the healthiest team in the league outside of the Marcus Mariota injury in week 16. Now, that hurt. But we're talking about guys, key players for us that were healthy the whole year. Brian Orakpo, Jarrell Casey, Derek Morgan, Jason McCourty was out, okay. But if you compare our injury reserve versus the Chargers, versus the Browns, versus the 49ers, versus the Bears, go down all the teams, you're going to see this team was one of the healthiest teams this year. Will we be that lucky next year? We got to fortify the depth just in case we're not. So now let's look at some upcoming free agents, some potential free agent acquisitions as well. So some free agents for our football team first. Kendall Wright, he's gone. Again, he's one of those guys that just said bye. We have Chance Warmack. Again, he never really lived up to the billing of that great guard from Alabama in that 2013 NFL draft. Well, you have to take, he's going to be a Hall of Fame guard. No. We look at Anthony Fasano. He's been a fine backup tight end, but I want some youth there, and I think they do too. Look at Spence. I like him. I'd re-sign this guy to a nice little deal. I think he's been some pretty good depth for us at that inside linebacker position. Rashad Johnson, I didn't see him this year. I don't know where Rashad Johnson was, and he ended up losing his job to Kevin Bouye just as planned. See ya. We look at Valentino Blake. Gone. Hopefully. Matt Cassell. I'm not a big Matt Cassell fan. He did win us the game week 17, but at the same time, who else could we sign? I mean, if you could look into, because the thing is this year, this quarterback market in free agency, a lot of these backup quarterbacks are going to get paid. Like Mike Glennon is going to get freaking paid to probably be the quarterback of the New York Jets. So it's going to be hard to find better than Matt Cassell, but I still might try. And then Marc Mariani, please, God. I mean, God, please. I mean, can we just let this guy go? I know special teams isn't a big deal anymore. Maybe it should be, right? Because Tyreek Hill, look at what the impact he made for the Kansas City Chiefs. Please let go of Marc Mariani and get somebody capable in here, please, man. This guy. This guy. And he hates me, by the way, because he tweets me on Twitter all the time telling me how much he hates me. We look at the free agent acquisitions. Let's start with cornerbacks. Potential acquisitions, by the way. We look at A.J. Bouye of the Houston Texans, Trumaine Johnson of the Los Angeles Rams, Logan Ryan of the New England Patriots, Stephon Gilmore of the Buffalo Bills, Morris Claiborne of the Dallas Cowboys, Kirkpatrick of the Cincinnati Bengals. If I'm Job Robinson, I'm signing 2 of these guys. 2. Again, who the hell are we saving money for? Marcus Mariota is not going to re-sign for another 3 years. Maybe 2. Who the hell are we saving money for? Let's spend some damn money. And you look at these guys, you got to get 2 of them to me. Or you got to get 1. I would personally sign 2, and boom, our cornerback situation is fixed. And even Jason McCourty now could be a number 3 guy for you. So, personally, I'm looking at these guys, and they should be 2. Wide receiver. Now, I actually would not invest in a wide receiver in this free agency class. Now, Alshon Jeffrey, let's start with him. So this is a guy that you look at, everyone looks at and says, okay, this is the guy that I want. But man, the PED suspension scares the hell out of me, and he's never reliable enough to be a number 1 throughout an entire season. He'll have some great games, but man, I think I'd rather just draft someone in round 1 and develop them to be a number 1 reliable guy for me in the future than relying on Alshon Jeffrey. I think that's my move. We look at DeSean Jackson, Robert Woods, Pierre Garcon. I don't think Jackson's coming here. I think he's going to LA or Philadelphia. So let's forget about that. Robert Woods and Pierre Garcon, I mean, they're fine. But, I mean, do you want a wide receiving core full of number 2 wide receivers? I don't. So that's why I wouldn't look here. And I don't think they're going to either. I could be wrong, though. Look at nose tackle. So, I think we need one. Again, I thought Austin Johnson would be great. He hasn't been. Damn it. It's time to upgrade. We look at Brandon Williams. Baltimore Ravens, and this guy is very good. I mean, this guy's fantastic. This is the best nose tackle on the market. Sign him. Honestly, sign him, please. We look at Bennie Logan. We look at Sylvester Williams. Now, Logan's not great. Sylvester Williams is okay, and the nose tackle position is not great. It's so hard to find nose tackles in the NFL. That's why really last year we really should have thrown our belt in the ring when it came to Damon Harrison, the nose tackle that is now playing for the New York Giants. We really should have gotten involved in that, but we didn't, so fine. Look at some strong safeties. Again, I think it's a need, and I look at Eric Berry, and I'm saying, please come here. If we can get Eric Berry here, bringing some veteran leadership, some playoff experience to this squad, man, church of the Dallas Cowboys. Also look at Jonathan Cyprien of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Tony Jefferson. Is he a free safety? Yeah, he is actually. Never mind. So just those three guys, strong safety. We look at inside linebacker, Kevin Minter and Lawrence Timmons. Now, Timmons isn't great, but he does have that rapport relationship with Dick LeBeau, the defensive coordinator. So you look at that and you like that potential fit there, although he's not great anymore. We look at Kevin Minter. I really like him. Of the Arizona Cardinals, inside linebacker who can come in and make some plays in this front seven. And I also included some other guys, some potential signings, if they look to upgrade the 3-4 defensive end position opposite of Jarrell Casey. How about Calais Campbell of the Arizona Cardinals, who, I mean, this guy's not going to come cheap, but he could bring, again, some veteran leadership to this front seven, and we could use some depth there. You turn Calais Campbell will be a starter, and then you turn Daquan Jones into some depth. That's some nice depth, and we need to start having more of those conversations. We need to start having more conversations about turning guys that we're starting, who are fine, into backups, because that's when you become the New England Patriots. That's when you become the top team in the NFL like that. So we need to start having those conversations. Look at Detone Jones at outside linebacker and Jarvis Jones at outside linebacker as well. So, really quick, let's look back to my 2016 draft grades for this Tennessee Titans draft class. And let me tell you something, because this just turned into a complete Tennessee Titans talk. So, here's the thing about John Robinson. Now, everyone's started this catchphrase saying, in John Robinson, we trust, right? No matter what John Robinson does, we like it, good. John Robinson did it, good. I caution you. He's not perfect, okay? Remember, guys, we had 3 second-round picks this year, and we don't have too much to show for it. Now, let's start with our first pick, though. So we took Jack Conklin. Great. I thought it was a bad pick at the time. I gave it a C+. It's proven to be a lot better than that. Now, my one argument that I will say, though, I felt we could have stayed at, 15 at the time, and either taken Jack Conklin, or if he wasn't there, Taylor Decker. Now, Taylor Decker has been a good left tackle for the Detroit Lions, meaning that he could be a great right tackle for us. So perhaps there was still a better move to be made here, but I'm not going to hold it against him. I'm just trying to argue for my sake. Then you look at the 3 second-round picks. Now, Kevin Dodd, I gave it a B. I wasn't in love with it, but I didn't hate it either. And now I'm not liking it. He's a guy that wasn't athletic coming out of Clemson, and he's proving to not be very athletic in the NFL. And not very explosive. And perhaps he'll get better in the future, but man, I really wasn't impressed with what I saw on film. Austin Johnson, I love that pick at the time. He's done nothing for the most part. He's done more than Dodd, I'll say that. Dodd did get a sack or 2, but I think Johnson's been better. And then Derrick Henry, who, again, I give it a B-, but not because I thought he wasn't a value. I thought he was a great value, but when was that going to pay off? I mean, I didn't see it being for 2 or 3 years, and you're seeing that, yeah, it's great. He's a good player. You can see he's a good player. But is that enough production for a second-round pick to only have 500 rushing yards this year? I mean, it's not great to me. And we're talking about having 3 second-round picks. To me, we got to get more production than that. It's a shame, but it's true. So 3rd round, Kevin Byard, I gave it a B. It's been about a B+ right now. Look at 5th round, Tajay Sharp, I gave it an A. And for the 5th round, it's been an A, right? Because to have a 5th rounder that comes in and starts for you the whole year, that's a great pick. We look at LaShawn Sims, I give it a B-. Sebastian Tritola, I give an A-. And then Aaron Wallace, I give a B+. Kalen Witt, I give an A+. And this whole draft class to me was a B. And I think it's proven to be, I'd say a B+ actually. I think it's been a little better than that. It hasn't been great. Conklin's been great. Sharp has been great for his expectations, for his draft position. Henry's been a good player. He's going to be on the team for maybe years to come. Maybe we'll re-sign him to an extension in 3 years. But I like a little more. I would like a little more. It's not been, especially not the Cowboys draft, something like that. So I like a little more, but he's fine. Just be careful just saying, whenever this draft comes, okay, Robinson is great, so there's a great pick, there's a great pick, there's a great pick, there's a great pick, there's a great pick. He went into this year saying, look at these wide receivers that we have. Look at Rashad Matthews. Look at Tajay Sharp. These are good enough. Look at our cornerbacks, Parrish Cox, Bryce McCain, Valentino Blake. These are good enough. They were never good enough. And I told you before the year, I said, these are not good enough. Everyone knew these were news before the draft. And in the second round, guess who we could have taken? Michael Thomas, who had over 1,100 yards this season in his rookie year for the New Orleans Saints. Some cornerbacks that he could have taken in the second round. In the second round, we all knew we needed a wide receiver and a corner. And we took an outside linebacker, and we took a nose tackle, which we needed, and we took a running back. What is up with that? So just be careful saying, oh, Robinson, no matter what he does, he's great. Be careful with that. So with that in mind, let's end this long video by talking about the NFL draft. So we have 2 draft picks. No, not true. We have 2 first-round draft picks this year, the Tennessee Titans do, and good. This is a great opportunity. If you can combine these draft picks, actually draft well, and combine it with a good free agent class, we're talking about a nice thing here in Tennessee. Some potential draft picks with these first-round picks. So my number one guy, probably, I have to still do some scouting and whatnot, but my number one guy probably for us, Jonathan Allen. If we can get Jonathan Allen, I don't care about Daquan Jones right now. If we can get Jonathan Allen opposite of Jarrell Casey, oh man, wow. Look at strong safety, Jamal Adams. This guy's going to be very good at the next level. How about free safety Malik Hooker? Now, this is a tough pick to make. Because, like I said, Kevin Byard has been promising, but man, Malik Hooker could be great. He could be the next Ed Reed, some are saying. I still have to do the film breakdown myself, but okay, fine. We look at inside linebacker Reuben Foster. If we want to improve upon Williamson or Woodyard, probably Woodyard, and take Foster, I'd be fine with that because we need some more great players, and Foster could be that. Then we go into the needs, like the real important needs, which is wide receiver and cornerback. We all agree. Now, Mike Williams. I don't know why everyone loves Mike Williams, all of you casual fans. And now I'm seeing, though, more and more people like me, more of these YouTube draft pundits, are seeing problems with Mike Williams, okay? And there are issues there. I'm telling you, guys, he's overrated. I mean, that's just the damn truth. He doesn't get much separation. His hands aren't great. Look at his Auburn film. I beg you, before you tell me about, oh, Mike Williams at 5, just turn on Mike Williams versus Auburn in 2016, and then please come back and tell me that Mike Williams deserves to be a pick number 5. You won't. I guarantee you won't. So, some possible picks is Mike Williams, Corey Davis at number 5. At number 18, add in John Ross, and then possibly a late riser in Cooper Kupp or Zay Jones. Now, I don't think Zay Jones is gonna rise that high. Cooper Kupp could, so look out for those guys. So when we look at some cornerbacks, with the 5th pick, there's only one real option to me, and that is Marshawn Lattimore. Look at the 18th pick. We have Quincy Wilson, Tease Tabor, and Sidney Jones. Some tight ends. And, this is interesting. You're seeing this mocked more and more. And how do I feel about this? If they can make it work, I'd be fine with it. I would have a problem taking David Njoku or O.J. Howard. These are the 2 tight ends that have been mocked to us lately. If we take him over John Ross, I'd be upset because John Ross will produce more than these tight ends. All right, a great year for a tight end is 1,000 yards. I think a good year for Ross is going to be 1,000 yards. So, to me, you have to take Ross over these guys. Now, if Ross Corey Davis and even Mike Williams are gone, then I would consider these tight ends. I think a nice 2 tight end set duo between Delanie Walker and OJ Howard or David Njoku would be very interesting. And I think Marcus Mariota could really use that because he loves to use the middle of the field, bunch of seam routes, bunch of in routes, bunch of out routes, whatever, inside routes in the slot, using these tight ends well, using them smartly, good. So I'm intrigued. Do I think it's going to happen? It could. Now, Robinson has proven to be, look at the Derrick Henry pick, guys. He's proven to be a guy that just says, hey, if you're the best player available and we could use you, even just a little bit, we'll take you. So look at that, guys. I mean, I think it's actually possible. Even Kevin Dodd, right? So that pick, you look at that pick last year. I mean, this is a guy that wasn't going to start for us, but he still took him in the 2nd round. I wouldn't have taken him, but he did. So you need to look out for that, right? You need to look out for that possibility. And then Zach Cunningham, also possible with that 18th pick. So again, this is such a huge year for us, huge offseason for us. I'm telling you, if we can make the right moves, man, this Tennessee Titans team can be in Super Bowl 52. I'm not kidding. I don't know why some of y'all think I'm being ridiculous, think I'm being preposterous, blasphemous, whatever. They can be there. You spend the money of the $67 million that we have. Spend 30, at least. Spend 30, 35, 40 million to me because, again, we don't have to re-sign anybody. Who the hell do we need to re-sign? We don't need to re-sign anybody. So who the hell are we saving all this damn money for? Marcus Mariota, okay, not for 3 damn years. Go ahead and spend some damn money. Use these 2 first-round picks well. Use them wisely. Use them smartly. And I'm telling you, man, the Titans are on some... They're on a path to some nice things. I mean, some nice things, man, this team is headed towards. I'm excited. And I think everyone is. I think you are. I think I am. That's why I've been talking for over 45 minutes. And I'm interested. I'm intrigued. And so are you, I'm sure. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the 2016 season for the Tennessee Titans and my preview for the 2017 offseason. What are your guys' thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. And I'm out. Peace.